It's not just the peace and tranquility that gardening brings. The sense of watching things that you did grow and prosper with such ease, with such control, not like the randomness of the world where you follow simple rules and it actually works. Let me show you how. Hi, Bruce here. Another episode of Indoor Gardening with LED lights. Today I was going to talk to you a little more about some of my peas. One of my favorite to grow, very easy. These ones in particular are the Sugar Pod 2 snow peas that I'm growing. We're on day 60 and I've got little baby peas coming up everywhere. I went ahead and was able to do the pollination using my little vibration tool, which you can use even an electric toothbrush, which pretty much you just simply go to a flower and vibrate it. Vibrate the little powder into it. Next thing you know, next day you got yourself a pea there. Okay, so talking peas, when you plant these little goobers, you want to put them about 1 inch into the ground. And some places say to soak them overnight in water, but if they're ones like this that have moisture control coating, you don't want to do that. You could actually goof up the coating. These are organic and it has an organic coating that helps preserve it and hold the moisture. So next thing you know, you got these popping up and within 60 days, you're eating peas. The one thing that's kind of neat about peas, they don't need hot temperatures. They like full sun. Matter of fact, they don't have enough sun. They don't get sweet enough. They're sweeter with more light. So I really hit them heavy with the light because I like my peas nice and sweet. They also, you got to keep temperatures below 75 degrees. Above 75, they will actually start to stop producing. And another thing about it, you do not fertilize these with nitrogen. They actually make nitrogen. They're called nitrogen fixing, where they add it to the soil naturally by the way they grow. And matter of fact, the soil from this bag, when I'm done with it, will be so naturally enriched with nitrogen that I'll switch it over to my lettuce crop. My lettuce loves nitrogen and my peas go ahead and make it for it. Can't be anything more natural than that. Got kind of this cycle you keep growing in. Other things about peas, they do need to climb. This variety says they're bush peas, don't even need a trellis, but as you can see, that's not true. They just do not do well without a trellis. The trellis does need to be thin enough for them to grasp onto. These ones, the cheapest, easiest thing that you can find laying around is these old Rubbermaid shelving. The metal white shelving that they used to be in these cheap houses in the closet that you tear out when you build up. Anyway, I found a great use for them. The little metal things are white so they don't get too hot from the light, and they're just the size they want to grab onto. If you notice, anything that's thick, they won't grab onto. They just can't do it. So white and small is a great thing. Used, throw away these rubber bed shelving things, absolutely great. Just hold them up against the wall and these suckers will go crazy on them. So if I keep my temperatures below, ideally about 68, I can expect these to keep on producing for the next 1 or 2 months for me. In the meantime, about 2, 3 weeks from now, we're going to replant. So I got my second crop coming as these ones fall off. That way I'll have an endless supply of peas going. Matter of fact, down here, we're on our second rotation of radishes. I started this garden back in December, which is now, well, from the start of all of this was less than 60 days ago from seeds in the dirt. And I've actually, my carrots and beets are done. They're out finishing off. My potatoes are getting close to an end. The cherry tomatoes are really ready to pop. And we've been we already had a full harvest of lettuce and radishes here, but the lettuce is just really producing well. We had to sell it last night. That was just great. So anyway, I can't help but recommend grow yourself some of these peas. They taste so good. They're so easy to grow. They love water. They love cool temperatures. One other thing, you're probably wondering why I've got these sticks here. Let me show you one last trick I do. I got me some mirrors from down at Lowe's. They're not glass, it's just cheapy mirror. But they will reflect my light, and I actually slide that on in there, and total cost on these were $8 with tax a piece, and then I held them together, so we got about $20 into my intense lighting system. It's a little hokey pokey, I know, but it works so well for so little money. Hope you enjoyed watching, and see you next time. Hi, Bruce here, holding my pad by hand, so hopefully I won't shake too much. But I needed to get you a little closer to see what these snow pod sugar peas really do. I wanted to show you too some of the simple things like that pollen I was talking about. See that little bit of yellow there? That's the part that we shake that gets into the middle part that turns it into the fruit. So just a matter of touching an electric toothbrush or one of the fancy bought pollinators to it, shake that little bit of yellow pollen in, next thing you know, you got yourself fruit everywhere. As you can see, I did my pollination yesterday and it's worked quite well. The other thing I did yesterday was a little time-lapse video. I was gonna try to catch a flower growing, but instead I got the weirdest thing in the world. Let me show you. It's just a 15-second video, but it's time-lapse that I took over the period of an entire day. Here, take a look now.